wanted to talk to you about, tonight is Game 5.
Yeah.
Warriors and Raptors. Back in Toronto. The Raptors up 3-1. Now, when I had you on the show before, we spoke about, we didn't see anybody beating the Warriors. Shout out to Steve. He mentioned the Raptors. He mentioned the Celtics, Bucks, so on and so forth.
He was still bugging.
But these circumstances were unaccounted for. KD was out. Right. Clay was out. Looney was out.
I've always said there's only one team that could beat them, and the name of that team are the NBA injuries. That's the only team that was ever capable of beating the Warriors, and
that's now
they're beating the Warriors.
So as of yesterday, KD was at practice.
Yeah, he got cleared to practice. Yeah.
So we don't know if he's playing yet.
This is what happens.
So what do you think?
Tonight, KD comes back, and they win the next 4 games.
So that's
not really my prediction.
Oh, okay, I'm going to say they're going to reverse.
I do think he's going to play though.
Okay.
Is it in them to do that? Yeah, I think they can do it.
So.
But do I if I had to bet?
Right.
I don't know.
Game 3 was the game that Clay missed.
Yeah.
And I mean, they would cut it to 7. And then Toronto would hit 3.
Right.
And
the 7 was the magic number. They would get it down to 7, and then it was
at 4 at one point. It was a couple times they did get it lesser. It was just like a 3 would come,
Right.
And to me, I feel like Toronto played a damn near perfect game.
Right.
They had about 5, 6, 7 players in double digits, 20 apiece.
And they all took double-digit shots.
They was
every starter.
90% free throw shooting, 40% three-point shooting. Like they was hitting.
Yeah.
They was hitting. And it was just Steph with 47 points.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was like, so they played an almost perfect game.
And then in game
to beat Steph.
Game 4,
I don't know what happens.
Clay
had 28, Steph had 27,
and that was it.
And they only scored 92 points as a team. So
it's unheard of.
Right. So Draymond.
And I guess for that, you got to give Toronto some credit for that defensively.
For sure. But it was a sloppy game. Game 4 was sloppy. So definitely a defense, but they were just turnovers.
Yeah.
Boogie, Draymond. If KD comes back in this game, Steph needs some help.
He does.
Clay did what he did. He do what he do.
Yeah.
Steph.
But you need, obviously you need more than them too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think even without KD, they can win, but they can't. So they just need time. They need good efforts from everyone. Yeah. So they don't need but nobody else. Right. If Steph and Clay are gonna drop 28 and 27, they don't need anything from anyone else.
Right.
However, but they do need people to make key shots at key moments. They need rebound and they need to have solid defense.
They let Iggy shoot. They let Draymond shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Inconsistent.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but they're deep. They on transition. They have everything. Defensively has to be sound.
Yeah.
They have to not turn the ball over, and they not because when you have KD, now when you do those things, at least you got a bailout. So maybe when your defense isn't as crisp, you got the KD to take it home.
And
but when you're playing a little sloppy or not as sound, at least you have that. Without him, you need the others now to all to come up big.
So what do we think? Game 5 tonight. How does it play out?
I gotta do scenarios.
Okay.
KD doesn't play, the finals is over.
Okay.
They Raptors in 5. I think if KD plays, the Warriors win. Because one, I think the Warriors are champions. Like 2 times over. I mean, actually 2 in a row.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they know how to win and they know how to play in pressure situations. So I think that they're gonna play well tonight. I think like KD or not, I think they're gonna play with backs against the wall. They know how not to panic. They know how to. So I think if they're playing like that and you have KD in the game, they're gonna win tonight. Now beyond tonight. Do they
back
win?
in Oracle?
Yeah,
I
can see if everybody's still because if KD don't go in there and hurt himself again, but if everybody's still whole, then I don't see why they should lose in Game 6. But then, to be honest though, if Toronto wants to win, if they want to win, they need to do it tonight because
That
momentum, boom. Because first off, when they lose tonight, that's gonna be a shot. If they lose tonight, it's gonna be like
in Toronto.
we home.
KD's
It'd be like
back.
Houston.
Right.
It'd be like Houston. Like we had it. We were home to close out. We blew it.
And Golden State's been on both sides of that.
Yeah.
Because the same year, everybody remembers they lost 3-1 in the finals.
And then they lost it in the finals. Right. So now when they go back to Oracle, that momentum continues. Because then obviously they win tonight. Game 6 in Oracle, the crowd is going to be high. It's going to be, and they clicking with all that momentum. I think Game 7 they walk back up to Canada and beat them.
Right.
So I think if Toronto wants to win the championship, I think they need to do it tonight. I think they need to do it tonight because I mean it's I
feel you. I think the same way. We don't know how healthy KD's going to be. I think his presence is going to be intimidating, and even if he's not, obviously he's not going to be 100%.
Of course.
But they're going to have to focus on him. That may free up Steph a little bit more again, and stuff like that. So I think they're going to steal 5, 6 back in Oracle. I think KD's going to be a little bit better, and I think they're going to look like the Warriors we expected. And I think it ties up 3-3, and then that Game 7 in Toronto is going to be I think it's going to be an epic battle.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be
one for the history books,
I think it's going to be. Those are going to be the games we wanted to see in these finals that we expected to see. And I think the balance is because I think healthy Warriors would have swept Toronto.
Absolutely.
So I think the hurt Warriors is what makes it a better matchup. And I think that's where we're going to see a better game because KD's not going to be 100%.
Right.
I think he's going to chip in the 20 or so that they do need, and I think Steph would finally get his finals
MVP.
I
think, because he definitely would deserve it.
Yes.
But I think what KD would do is, like you said, it's just going to take the pressure off of the thing, and
because you got to respect him.
And now you got to realize Kawhi hasn't really had any challenges on defense.
Yeah.
He doesn't really guard Steph like that. And again, even if he did, Steph is going to do what he do.
She going to chase.
But see, now when KD plays, Kawhi has to guard KD. Like there is no, So then that opens it up for for everything. You got to run. Your whole defense is going to have to change. So if he's in there, he's going to command attention, and it's going to make. And then also psychologically, so it's like. Your big bro's back. So now everybody can feel with a little bit more confidence. Like, okay, this is gonna be a little easier. So now when you feeling like that, it's easier for you to perform. That's why that's another reason why that was a really sucker move for KD to even come to the Warriors, because now when you come to a team that's good, you could play so loose. It's just like, we so much better. It's no stress. You know what I'm saying? Like you come in and you go, you could just play. So, but I think that it's gonna have that effect on the Iguodala's, on the Quentin Cooks, on the Kevon Looney's. Like when they see him back, it's like, all right, we in business now, bro. Like
And I think they're gonna step up in Game 6. I think 5 will be the one where the stars are going to shine, but I think the role players are going to get that.
Because at home they always play better, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so I think that's why I think 6 is going to be 6 could be a blowout. I think Golden State might look like the Warriors in Game 6.
I can see 6 being like where the Raptors get smoked.
Everybody's going to click.
Because if Golden State wins tonight, it's not going to be by a lot. I think going to be a manageable.
And momentum and Oracle's going to be hype. And I think that energy is going to be overwhelming.
Right.
And I think that might be a lot. Now, if Toronto does it and win it, and it's like, then you just got to give them their credit. Like, you got to just give them their props. It's like, injuries aside, a lot of people talk about, asterisks.
I never believe in asterisks. As much as I would say, we have to go by what happened.
Yes.
We go, anytime you say, well, if this didn't happen, you don't know that.
Right.
That's a theory.
Right.
It might be sound. You might have a lot of people agree with you. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen. We see what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if let's say KD doesn't play, or let's say even KD does play, and Toronto wins tonight, they're the champs. And that's it. That's it. They won the championship. You could say, well, if KD played from game Maybe,
Right.
maybe not.
And if that's the case, then he should stay and do it again next year.
Exactly.
Kawhi stay.
But if
Toronto,
they win, if Toronto wins, then they won. They're the champions. They shouldn't feel bad about nothing. You can only play who's in front of you.
Right.
That's why I was, as much as I'm Knicks fan number one. Mm-hmm. As much as when Mike left the first time, he did open a lot of things up for some people. We was able to make it to the finals. Mm-hmm. There was no way that if Hakeem didn't get his fingertip on John Stark's 3-pointer, because that I always feel this day like that shit was going in, bro, and that would have been the game when we would have won the chip. But whatever, he blocked it, came back. John Stark shot 2 for 17. Pat Riley kept saying, "Hey, keep going, keep shooting it, keep shooting it."
He thought he's gonna make the big one.
Right.
He's gonna make the big one.
Right. And the Rockets were a better team, but we were good. Mm-hmm. But we lost. Mm-hmm. But had we won, there was no way I would have let nobody say, well, if Mike ain't retired, the Knicks would have. Which that might be true, and probably in the way the Bulls were still playing, it probably would have happened. They would have won again. You know what I'm saying?
But they called that foul on Hubert Davis. But Pippen fouled Hubert Davis. And he set the free throws.
But at the end of the day, we can't do nothing about who retired. Like you play who's in front of you. Mm-hmm. Just like the Raptors can't do nothing about KD getting hurt. Right. Whatever. You play the team that's in front of you, and it's the East best against the West best. Mm-hmm. It don't matter who couldn't play. This is who y'all brought to the thing. Y'all brought to the fight, and this is who fought, and this is who won. Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel now. Now to me, it'd be more impressive if the Warriors win because y'all were down. The series is almost basically won. Right. But as we've seen it. They've seen it on both, like you said, on both ends. Mm-hmm. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Game 5 tonight. Should be an interesting one. Yeah.